So I just finished watching episode 1, 2 and 3 of Invincible season 4, and honestly it just starts with a punch. Like it just doesn't hold back, just like Mark in episode 1. And like yeah, Mark is just on the edge again. He's just reliving his trauma or like living through it. Angstrom, Conquest, his own father in season 1, and now again like he has to kill someone because for the greater good to like save the human race he has to do it. And yeah, the sequid kind of thing all the way from season 1, I guess, the one with the Martian things, it finally kind of comes to an end in here. I hope this is the end. I hope the sequids don't show up because it was kind of a very dragged on plot. But yeah, it came to an end. They killed all the sequids, or at least yeah, they nullified all of them. Then again the Flaxons came back. That was the thing here again. So the Flaxons are like constantly developing. That is one thing good. Like you have to constantly develop things. You have to constantly, you know, re-verify and constantly repurpose things to kind of meet your enemy or whatever. So yeah, the Flaxons were here again. They defeated it, and now Robot and Monster Girl are trapped on like the Flaxons planet. But again, a very interesting thing is that how did they like come back up? Because Omni-Man literally razed everything down to the ground. Like he burned the entire planet down, but still they survived. So that is something. They still have some willpower. So yeah, so they came back, and now there is a change to like the Guardians team, Guardians of the Globe. I'm forgetting his name. What is his name? Brit or the Captain something? Yeah, the new captain of the Guardians of the Globe, the old guy who is somewhat of a super soldier, I believe. So yeah, this guy is the captain, and he was kind of, and Robot or like Rex was kind of like, I want to be the captain, but since they were kind of away from the team for a while, so Cecil is like, no, you have to gain my trust again. So yeah, he just disrupts Cecil's orders and goes right into the Flaxons planet, even when he was advised not to. So yeah, let's see how that turns out, what he turns into, and how much time does it take for him to get back here. Then, of course, we see Oliver grow up. Oliver has grown up significantly. Now, of course, his skin color has also changed. It has become more human. At first, he was like bug blue. And yeah, now he's becoming more and more human. Or, no, not human, I would say Viltrumite. Because, of course, his dad's Viltrumite. So, yeah, he's becoming more and more Viltrum. And we also see Eve's power just stop working. So at first we are like, what is happening, and then it is revealed at the end of episode 3 that she is indeed pregnant. And I believe Mark and Eve are having a child in May, perhaps like next season, who knows. Let's see how the development goes. But yeah, we also get to see a glimpse of Thragon here, and of course Conquest is alive. We got to know that in last season only. And yeah, he's just alive and well, and he just goes back to Thrag to just say I failed. But yeah, and I personally liked episode 2 because it actually showed us some great bonding between Alan and Omni-Man. And honestly, this episode was kind of good because we got to know why the people of the galaxy hate Viltrumite so much. Because we see the atrocities they committed all across the galaxy. We see what they did. We see the species they wiped out. We literally see the things that they did and why people actually hated them. So all the hateful Viltrumites is absolutely true. Then we also see Nolan's backstory, kind of like at first I was like, who is this guy? Like this guy awfully looks similar to Mark, and then we got to know it was just younger Nolan. So yeah, it made sense. And we also see the Scourge virus that was kind of put into the Viltrum Empire, or like the Viltrum planet, and where almost 80 billion or some, yeah, like billions of Viltrumites literally died, and that was created by Thaddeus, the guy who is the leader of the Coalition of Planets or something. Yeah, that organization who's of which Alan is a part of. Yeah, this old bearded guy. And so yeah, he actually created the Scourge virus. So he has been like against the Viltrum Empire for a very very long time, since Nolan was, yeah, like a younger kid, like he was young. And yeah, Nolan is kind of reintroduced into this idea of fighting against the Viltrum Empire. We also see them go on this quest for these different weapons to fight against Viltrumites, and we are also introduced to this kind of Star Trek parody characters in here with their ship and all of that, and they're literally dysfunctional. Like the main guy, the main captain in there is literally dysfunctional. So yeah, we just venture all around different planets, and we see the destruction that Viltrumites have made, and how people are just ready to join the cause against the Viltrum Empire. First, we see the space racer who has this kind of gun which will literally cut through anything, and we see in there like it literally cuts through asteroids in like one go, like bam bam bam, it's done. So yeah, that will definitely be a very important weapon. Then we also see like these some beetles of some kind. Then there are these reptilian, what do you say, there are these reptilian creatures who are also very super powerful. They are also very very powerful, and yeah, they give Viltrumites a run for their money because the gravity on their planet is like super super strong, so they have just grown to be super strong. So again, those creatures will definitely fight against the Viltrumites. So yeah, that is something. And then Thaddeus has absolutely created a newer and a stronger version of the Scourge virus. So that's going to be deadly. And what do we have? Yeah, in episode two, there are very memeable kind of sections with Omni Man. Like you can get these Omni Man reaction gifs all over the internet. Like episode 2 is super memeable. You have to watch it, especially watch episode 2 of season 4. It's super memeable, like with Omni Man. Amazing, amazing. That is some of the funniest thing that I recently watched in animation. And then yeah, of course, Mark's moral dilemma about kind of staying on the edge. He has to literally kill a person in this. Again, he's just on the edge, and he has been pushed so many times. He's just on, still holding on to the mere cliff, the mere pebbles of the cliff, the mere edge of the cliff. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's super interesting to see Mark, how does he handle it. But yeah, we always hope for Mark to be better. He always is, but he had to do the hard choice in here. So yeah, but yeah, again, the thing with Mark is there is always this point of where he does these things where even his own moral compass is compromised, but then he's like, I shouldn't have done it, and I should have done something better, and all of that. And it just goes around and around and around and again in different variations. So that's the kind of thing with Mark. And yeah, let's see if they are having a child maybe next season. In this season, I probably don't think they will kind of just do it so fast. Like, yeah, of course there won't be like a big time skip. So yeah, that is great. I would love to see more of Nolan and Alan again. They are buddies, and their entire story arc is amazing. So yeah, that's it, and I'll see you in the next.